Hello, I'm John Hagelin, quantum physicist and teacher of the Transcendental Meditation program. Welcome to this introductory lecture on Transcendental Meditation. What is meditation? Is it a way to relax? Is it a technique to promote health, vitality, and longevity? Is it a means to develop creativity, IQ, and peak mental performance? Or is it a path to inner peace and enlightenment? As we will see, it is all these things and more. To understand meditation and consciousness, we need to understand a little bit about the physical universe. Modern science over the past 50 years has probed deeper levels of physical reality. Modern science has explored more fundamental level of nature's functioning. From the superficial level of macroscopic physics, the sensory objects that surround us, to the world of the molecule and the atom and the nucleus and subnuclear levels of nature's functioning, as shown in this chart. This chart reveals the hierarchical structure of the laws of nature, from superficial diversity to fundamental unity, shown at the foundation of this chart. As modern physics has probed deeper levels of nature's functioning, it has revealed that more fundamental levels of nature are progressively more unified. The four forces of nature deep within the atomic nucleus become 3 and 2, and ultimately one unified field of all the laws of nature, shown at the basis of this chart. This discovery of the unified field by modern science is the fulfillment of Einstein's lifelong dream to discover the single unified source of the diversified universe. Modern science has thereby discovered the unified field, a single universal field of intelligence at the basis of all forms and phenomena in the universe. From this fundamental perspective of modern science, meditation, properly understood and properly practiced, is a systematic technique to experience deeper levels of mind, more subtle levels of thought, exploring deeper levels of human intelligence. And these deeper levels of human intelligence, shown on the right-hand side of this chart, correspond to the direct experience of deeper levels of intelligence in nature. This inward flow of the awareness quickly culminates in the direct experience of the unified field, at the basis of this chart, in the simplest settled state of human awareness, the most maximally expanded state of human consciousness. This is the meditative state. This experience of the unified field constitutes a fourth major state of human consciousness, distinct from waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. And this fourth state of consciousness has the most profound implications for health, for brain development, for virtually every area of human life. Let us start with the field of health, for example. This meditative state constitutes a state of profound physiological rest, much deeper than sleep. During the deep rest of meditation, profound rejuvenation and repair of the physiology takes place. As a result, diseases can be prevented and cured. This chart, for example, shows a major medical study, one of 600, on the profound health benefits of transcendental meditation. It shows on a single chart every major category of disease. And it shows how twice daily practice of transcendental meditation markedly reduces the incidence of every major category of disease, including, for example, 87% reduction in heart disease, a similar significant reduction in the incidence of cancer, 93% reduction in diseases of the nervous system, and so forth. Extraordinary health benefits from the deep rest of meditation. I think we can understand this wide-ranging health benefits, scientifically proven, of transcendental meditation by looking at the next chart, which shows reduction of stress through transcendental meditation. Of all the various means of reducing stress, and note that most disease is caused by stress, the transcendental meditation program is proven to be by far the most effective. This is a very important study of 146 previously published studies on reduction of stress through meditation and relaxation. It shows on the top the reduction of stress through transcendental meditation, and compares it to other relaxation techniques, including the so-called relaxation response, other meditation techniques, including progressive muscle relaxation, so-called biofeedback, and mantra meditation, and shows that transcendental meditation is vastly more effective at reducing stress and the deleterious effects of stress on health of any meditation or relaxation technique ever studied by modern science. One significant byproduct or side effect of reducing stress is a reduction in life-afflicting, health-afflicting, stress-driven behaviors. For example, smoking. Transcendental meditation turns out to be the most effective, scientifically proven means of reducing smoking, a stress-driven behavior, as this chart shows. Simply by learning the Transcendental Meditation program, there is a very marked reduction in cigarette use and nicotine dependence in comparison to every other approach that has been studied, including pharmacological approaches. And this is very significant because when you learn Transcendental Meditation, the teacher isn't acting as a coach to encourage you to stop smoking. The stopping of smoking is a spontaneous result of the reduction of stress and resulting stress-driven behaviors. Perhaps most important in the field of health, Transcendental Meditation has been shown to be extremely effective in promoting heart health and reducing, for example, high blood pressure, which is the leading risk factor for heart disease, which is the world's #1 killer. This study, for example, published in the journal Hypertension, is one of many studies on reduced high blood pressure through Transcendental Meditation. It compares Transcendental Meditation, shown in green, with simple eyes closed rest and so-called progressive muscle relaxation, and finds that Transcendental Meditation is highly significantly effective in reducing blood pressure over 3 months in comparison to other meditation techniques. More effective, in fact, even than hypertensive drugs, without the negative serious side effects of hypertensive drugs, and without the expense of a lifetime of dependence on hypertensive drugs. Let us look at what has been called the modern malaise, the epidemic of our age, so-called metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is simply a combination of leading risk factors of high blood pressure, diabetes, and obesity. These are trends that have been pervasive in society, even among young people today, and so the medical establishment has been looking for ways to treat this constellation of risk factors called metabolic syndrome, and finally has discovered Transcendental Meditation. This very important study, published last summer by the American Medical Association in the Archives of Internal Medicine, shows extremely significant reductions in all of these risk factors of diabetes, high blood pressure, and obesity. And these risk factors really point to a very negative health prognosis, particularly when it's developing in young people, as it is increasingly everywhere in the world, perhaps especially in the United States.